gotta be living in a simulation, because there is no way in hell that I've just witnessed a Jacobo Ramon winner. And what makes it crazier is that Jesus Vallejo provided him with the assist. Twin brothers linking up to win us a match. This club never makes it easy. But I need you guys to get in the comment section and let me know what you thought about this game. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. Real Madrid 2, Mallorca 1. And we deserved to win this game. To be honest, we should have scored 4 or 5 goals during this match. That goalkeeper that Mallorca have, he's not human. I don't know what lab he was made in. But this guy is an amazing shot stopper. If Lunin leaves this club in the summer, bring me this Mallorca goalkeeper. I want him to be our number 2. I've seen enough. I am moved. We saw the masterclass that he dropped against Barcelona a few weeks ago. And then today, we're peppering shots on target. And this guy is saving everything. He's got the reflexes of Spider-Man. And in my opinion, even though they lost, he was my man of the match. This guy is playing for a move. He will be at a big club very soon. I can't see Mallorca keeping this guy. What a performance by him. But he's the difference between us winning this game 2-1 versus us possibly winning this game 5 or 6-1. And he almost was able to carry Mallorca to a draw. But Jacobo Ramon scores at the death. I know that some people might say that that goal was a foul. I don't think so. But doesn't really matter. I'm happy that we won this game. But all that it's done is just delay the inevitable by a day or so. We all know Barcelona are winning the league. I told you after we lost the last El Clasico, every game from now until June 18th, when we play our first Club World Cup game, it's irrelevant. We're just going through the motions. We all understand that Barcelona will win La Liga. Unless you're delusional, right? If you're somebody that believes Barcelona will lose the rest of their games and will win the rest of ours, then I don't know what to tell you, because that's not happening. So even though I was annoyed that we were struggling to score another goal, didn't really matter. I think Carlo Ancelotti today actually coached a good game, because even though we couldn't score like that, we were taking shots outside the box. We were crossing the ball into the box. We were trying so many different ways to get on the score sheet. But I think Mallorca defensively were very good. As I said, their goalkeeper, man of the match. But one thing that's very clear is that Real Madrid need an aerial threat. How many corners did we have today? It had to be over 20. And they've all led to nothing for the most part. And this is why I'm excited that Dean Huijsen is coming to my club. Because he's an aerial threat. We've seen him score headers for Bournemouth all season. If he was playing today, this guy would have scored a brace with the amount of corners that we had. But from open play, whipping the ball into the box for 5'9" Mbappe and 5'7" Endrick to get onto the end of it, it's not gonna work. Like, it's not something that's sustainable. And with Rudiger being injured and Tchouaméni being suspended, we definitely missed an aerial threat from set pieces. But yeah, from open play, we got to give it up. Stop crossing the ball into the box. Joselu is not here. The club should think about signing a striker of that profile, right? The club needs a very specific profile of striker. We need somebody that's tall, is good in the air, and is going to be cheap And they have to be willing to come off the bench. There's definitely strikers of that profile that I think the club should look at, because we only have one way of scoring, or two ways of scoring. We either got to get a screamer from outside the box, or we have to walk it into the back of the net. I think performance-wise, our best player today, I'd say Mbappé had a good performance. That goal that he scored, the footwork, the close control. A lot of people don't talk about how good Mbappe is with the ball at his feet. That was a very good goal, but that was individual brilliance. He took it really well. The first goal that Mallorca scored early in the first half, we were caught ball watching. And their defender, because the guy that scored for Mallorca, he's a center back. He struck that ball perfectly. And then Mallorca kind of set up shop after that because we dominated the ball. We dominated in terms of just the flow of the game. We dictated the tempo. We were the team that looked more dangerous. We were on the front foot. We were trying to break them down. And we got a lot of good shots off. But this goalkeeper just made amazing saves. I think Endrick today, stinker and hooked. This was your opportunity. And I don't think Endrick did anything with the minutes that he had. He deserved to be subbed off. Endrick looked lost out there. He should have scored. Yeah, the goalkeeper made a good save in the first half because that was the first big attempt that we had all game. But Endrick made it easy on him. 1v1 situation. You got to be more composed in the box. He did not play well today. But I'm not going to get on him too much because he hasn't gotten that many minutes this season for him to even be in good form. It's been a good amount of minutes, then it gets cold, then good amounts again. Like, he hasn't really had consistent playing time, but he has to do better. I think Arda Güler today, mediocre as well. I was expecting an Arda masterclass. He was non-existent today. I don't feel like he made that much of an impact. Yes, he made a few good passes, but overall, for a majority of the game, didn't really do that much. As I said, Mbappe scored a very good goal. I think Jude today was okay, right? Nothing to really talk about. He had a good shot that was saved by the goalkeeper, but solid, right? I mean, For me, I think our best midfielder today was Luka Modric. I think Luka Modric played really well. Same thing with Dani Ceballos. I think that he had a good game as well. But yeah, I definitely wanted to see more from Arda. He made a few good passes. He had that shot in the second half where the goalkeeper, was that the goalkeeper that made a save or was it just wide? But he looked better towards the end of the game, but not as good as I hoped. Endrick, like I said, very mid. The back line today, actually, Jacobo Ramon, aside from the winner, was our best defender in terms of between him and Asensio. Asensio today, mediocre. Got subbed off. I thought that was a good sub because with all the injuries that we have, we can't afford for anybody else to be missing any of these upcoming games. But Jacobo Ramon today was very solid. I think Fran Garcia had a good game as well. When we dominate the ball, Fran Garcia looks very good because he's good in the final third. Fran Garcia is the best crosser that we have, and he's good with linking up on that left wing. I think he was solid today. Valverde had a good performance at right back, was locking stuff down. We dominated them in the midfield. Mallorca didn't really have an opportunity to do that much. I think a complaint that I do have is Carlo Ancelotti. I don't like the fact that he didn't give more academy kids opportunities today. He only made 2 subs, Vallejo and Gonzalo Garcia. I don't understand why he didn't sub on any of the other kids that we had on the bench. The game is meaningless. The league is over. Barcelona are going to win it. Carlo is going to Brazil. It's already been confirmed. He's no longer our manager. Why are you not giving these kids an opportunity? That's one of the biggest issues that I've had with Carlo, is because Real Madrid's academy is very talented, but they don't get an opportunity. And then they go to other clubs, and then we want to buy them back. Today would have been a perfect chance to let them go out there and show us what they have. It's over. These remaining La Liga matches mean nothing. Hopefully, these academy kids get minutes in these next 2 games. But good 2-1 win. We deserve to win, but we almost dropped points. Good display defensively by Mallorca, but that goalkeeper, bro, man of the match. What a performance by him, bro. I'm telling you, this goalkeeper is very serious. Dropped a masterclass versus Barca, dropped a man of the match performance versus us, and they lost. Do you know how good of a performance you got to have as a goalkeeper to still lose and be the man of the match? Yeah, bro, that guy is a baller. But overall, decent game. Even if we lost, like I said, doesn't matter. Barcelona will win La Liga. It is what it is. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you're saying. Don't be upset about these performances. They mean nothing. Carlo is leaving, right? Xabi Alonso is coming in. Trent's going to be here. Dean Huijsen's going to be here. We're going to get a new left back. And the Club World Cup is when it's going to matter again. But until then, we're just going through the motions. Get in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this game. Smash that like button. Subscribe. And turn on those post notifications. And get in the Discord. The link is pinned down below. Holla Madrid!